camera?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. What's your name?
Dennis?
Dennis?
Sure.
Hey, Dennis. I'm Anthony. Nice to meet you. I'm going to set a little timer. What are you studying here?
I'm doing finance right now.
Oh, man, that's hard.
Yeah.
I always struggle with that part of it. My grades in finances were not good. How are you doing in it? Pretty good?
Well, so far I'm taking my first actual finance class now.
Oh, really?
So
You're a freshman here.
I'm a junior, but I've been taking like sort of business-related classes. But this is the first actual finance course that I'm taking.
Oh, all right.
It's all right.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. I'm going to just set a little time here, Dennis. So we'll keep it to 5 minutes. Do you believe in a God?
I do.
You do. May I ask which God you believe in?
God. Christian God.
Christian God?
Yeah.
Okay. How strong are you on the belief scale where, let's say, 0% was I don't believe and 100% was I absolutely believe?
Well, I'd say I'm probably at like a 6, 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty high up there, but not all the way.
Yeah.
Have you found yourself moving up and down that scale, or have you always sort of been firm on that one?
I think I've kind of been firm in my belief. If anything, there's been more belief as time went by.
Okay.
As time passed.
So you're saying you're actually moving up on the scale?
Yeah.
Okay. What is causing you to move up on the scale? I think that's just very fascinating that you're gravitating towards more and more belief of the God.
What's causing it is just seeing miracles being done, I guess, in my life.
Can you give me an example where you've seen a miracle? You don't have to get too personal.
Okay, well, I was in an accident on New Year's Day, 2011, and I was just in a really bad place. And what was expected was that I would stay in the hospital for at least a year. Might not be able to recover and everything, but somehow I was able to recover within, a month and 4 days and get myself out of the hospital, come home, be with my friends and family, and I was back in school, I guess, next school year.
Mm-hmm. And
just the way everything happened there, I felt like I was given strength, from someone higher up. And, it's just things like that you can't really explain besides.
How are you attributing that to the specific Christian God and not Ganesh or Allah, for example?
I don't know. This is really the only God I've known, my whole life. And
do you think if you were raised in a completely different household and exposed to a different deity that you might have attributed that fast recovery from your accident to that God?
Well, I think that would be my first, my first attribution there. But I think, through time, I probably would have, looked around a bit.
Really?
And tried to discover for myself exactly what I thought.
You think you would have found yourself to the God that you're believing in now, even if you were raised in a completely different household?
I think so.
When you were recovering from this accident in a speedy fashion, I would assume other people were praying for it besides yourself?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
And how would you say that it was your prayers to this specific God that aided your recovery and it wasn't, let's say, a long-lost aunt that was praying for you?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. But I don't know. You just got to keep the belief.
Dennis, if you don't know if it was your prayers that helped you, can you really be finding yourself moving up on the belief scale?
I know it was my prayers that helped me. I feel like it's just sort of like a conglomerate of everybody else sort of coming together and praying for me, not just, I guess, me praying for myself. Is that what you're trying to say?
I guess what I'm saying is, if you had no way of discerning that it was actually your prayer that helped you and it was maybe somebody else's, or at least from my perspective, I would want to know that I was doing something correct.
Okay.
You know, I want to try to believe things that are true. So if my prayers weren't working, I'd want to know about it so I could maybe change something about it, you know?
Yeah.
But it sounds like you maybe don't currently have a good way of differentiating the effectiveness of your prayers compared to somebody else's.
Well, what could you tell me the difference there, or the effect?
I think I'd probably be a poor choice of that because I don't pray. So I'd probably just have to maybe turn it around and ask you why you're so convinced that it was your prayers, and we just hit our limit here. Why are you, Dennis? Why are you so convinced that your prayers had anything to do with your recovery? How do you know this?
Well, like I said, with okay, I didn't say this, but I mean, I guess with being Christian, it's just a lot of like faith and just belief in things that may not seem like realistic or anything like that.
Are you using faith to conclude that the prayers were effective?
Well,
correct me if I'm wrong, because I do not want to put words in your mouth.
Not exactly.
Okay.
Of course, there's just no way to completely just know that it was this or that caused my recovery. But I just don't think that I had it in me.
I know that you said a couple times now that you don't know it was the prayers that helped you. You don't know if it was the belief in this God that helped you. Is that correct? Are you kind of saying that?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. Yet you're moving up on the belief scale. And the best example you gave me to illustrate why was because of this event and these actions that you took and these beliefs that you have.
Yeah.
And I guess what I'm really trying to understand is, does it really make sense to keep moving up on the scale when you really perhaps don't know that these were effective?
I mean, not really. I guess not. It's I don't know. It's just a thing that I don't really think about much, but I wait. And then things happen, just like miracles.
One last question. Do you have to go to a class or something? You're not late, are you?
No.
Okay. Do you feel like you have to believe in something, or you have to assign some sort of meaning to these events because you don't have an answer?
I mean, yeah, kind of, in a way.
Is there anything wrong with saying, I don't know?
I don't find anything wrong with that, personally. It's just, I don't know. I've always been the person that's trying to attribute something to somebody out there. So, there's nothing wrong with just saying, I don't know what happened, but I'm here, It's something that's gonna, I guess, be different among different perspectives.
That's right. Thank you so much, Dennis. I really appreciate your time. That was awesome. Thank you.
What was your name again?
Anthony.
Anthony?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, take care.